this man wants to know if you ever run the rapids in a boat.
Eh?
Did you ever run a rapids in the boat?
Run the rapids?
Yeah.
That was my fun one time.
That's the start, so.
Yeah, I put here on everything. Well, yes, I run everything except in Highland chute. I run
The wolf?
I run camera chute from one end to the other different times.
Yeah.
And it's not every spring you can run
No,
there.
no.
No. When it's a good night, it's all right.
Yeah.
But it was pretty rough water.
Yeah.
I know I went into it one time with a 6-row boat and I sucked for a while. Yeah. I thought I'd never come out of there. You catch them when you get caught with them backwater, your boat is down there for a while,
Yeah.
I'll put you shoot out.
Yeah, and you don't know which way it's going to jump.
So two fellas up in Highland chute here, he was a cook. I don't know what he was, the other fella at the boat of them on Highland chute. There were 3 of them.
Yeah.
There were 2 on the stern, 1 on the bow. And they got put in the air well over halfway. And there were 2 sailors. And they were trying to clear one of them. And they got into the wreck and that upset the boat. One of them got drowned and the other 2 just swam the shore. Of course they weren't too far from the fort. Yeah. Yes. I was running, I had a 6-row boat for an name, you know, Tate O'Brien.
Yeah.
We come at the head of the snake. And I ran what I call the rifle
Rifle shoot.
shoot. And Tate come behind me. And the first well company and the splash of the water on the bow and it hit him on the breast, it knocked him on the first sheet and he's too late, it was up this way. He come down at the head of the pier, we had lunch there. And we were sitting down, so he come over to me. He says, Maury, he says, I come over to see if I can get a favor. He said, from you. I didn't know what in Jewish he meant. I said, what kind of a favor do you want? I said, I can't do you very much a favor here. I don't think so. Oh, yes, he said, you can do a whole lot. Well, I said, I'd like to know. Well, I'm going to tell you. He says, I'm getting pretty well up in the years. He said, my leg is useless. My leg is no more good to me. And he said, and I'm a poor man. Yeah, I'm what you call a poor man. He says, I'm one of them. He says, I want you to take my boat. You take the bow and I'll take the stern, he says. I want to get the wages, boatman's wages. He said, if I go out, he says, and shop along the shore, he says, I wouldn't get the wages. So he said, will you do that for me? He said, you take my boat, you take the bow, and I'll take the stern. I said, sure. And I says, all right. So then, afternoon, we went up to finish sweeping, and we come to the head of the pier chute. Mother said, Ted, I said, this is a rough water here. I says, be very careful. I said, you and I never run a boat together before, I said. He said, whenever I want you to hold me, I says, I'll make signs to you, I said, to hold me. He says, all right, he said, I'll do the best I can. I said, do you think you can hold? Oh yes, he says, I think. He was a strong hold.
Yeah.
So we went down anyway. And old Polly didn't stood and watched us. My God, we went through all right. So I took from there right down to Pryor. Yeah, he got a boatman's wages.
Yeah.
That's what he was wanting, that wages, you know.